Had to get down and get my clinker cup going.
You got your clinker cup.
Yeah, today we're talking about Nolani. We're talking to Nolani's Sewing Studio, fashion designers, customized clothing. But before we do that, I want to tell you a quick story. Is that all right, Lakuta Marie?
Okay, quick story.
All right, this story is all about Anansi the spider, and it's relative because in this story, Anansi the spider's wife makes her own fashion to help them try to get to dinner with Mr. Turtle.
Okay.
You see, long ago in Animal Land, Anansi was walking and worrying and worrying and walking along the banks of the Niger River, and all he could hear was his wife's voice in his mind saying, "You don't spin a web to help me catch flies to feed the family. You got us living at the bottom of a tree like unrespectable spiders. Go out and find us some food now, or else there'll be trouble for you when you come home." Well, Anansi walked along the river and he saw Father Turtle coming home with 3 huge fish on his back. And as he walked along the home towards the pond that he and his turtle family lived in, his wife and children sang, Father Turtle, successful day of fishing. Father Turtle, successful day of fishing. Immediately, Anansi came up with a trick. Anansi said, "Oh, Mr. Turtle, you have had such a great day of fishing. Give me the fish, and I will have my wife cook them for you so that you won't have to, and you all can come to my home for supper." Well, Father Turtle agreed, and this was a great idea to help celebrate, and his wife was tired from raising all the baby turtles, so he gave the fish to Anansi. When Anansi ran home to the bottom of the tree and he went through the door, his wife and family were so happy, they started singing, Father Spider, successful day of fishing. Well, just as the fish was being cooked and served, they heard a knock, knock, knock on the door, and there was the turtle family. Anansi had to come up with a quick trick to get rid of them. So he opened the door and said, "Oh, turtle family, come on in to have supper with us. But wait! You cannot come into my home. Look at your feet. You tracked all that mud from the bottom of the pond where you live. Do you expect my wife to cook for you and clean up after you as well?"
Well, Nolani's Sewing cooks and cleans and even, does all of those things.
Yes, she does. And go home, wash your feet, and when you're clean, come back. Well, by the time the turtle family came back, they were moving so slow. The supper fire was out, and all they could hear was inside was a full spider family going. Well, the next day, Father Turtle made it up to his family for having to go home and eat and go to bed hungry by catching 6 large fish.
Let me guess, he invited Anansi and his family.
He did. Anansi he said, "No, Anansi, this time you come to my home." But he said, "Father Turtle, you live at the bottom of the pond. How shall I get there?" "Well, your wife is an excellent seamstress, just like Nolani's Sewing Studio. Have her to make you some coats, put rocks in the pocket, and then you can come to the bottom of the pond." So Anansi went home, and just like Nolani's Sewing Studio, Anansi's wife spun up 7 coats for the family, and they put rocks in the pockets. They ran to the pond, they jumped to the bottom, and they knock on the turtle door. Mr. Turtle said, "Spider family, come in. But wait! You can't sit down at the supper table with coats on. Those are for outside. Hang them up on the hook outside the door and then come inside." And the greedy spiders, without thinking, took off those fresh bomber jackets that Mama Spider had made, just like Nolani's Sewing Studio. Without the rocks in the pocket, they floated back to the top and could not get back to the bottom. And that night, the spider family went home, but they weren't hungry. Because Mama Spider...
Well, she wasn't happy, was she?
Wasn't happy, but she fed her and the baby spiders some peanut butter and Anansi sandwiches. And that's what happened, and that's how the world came to have the Black Widow spider.
Well, wait a minute. What does that have to do with Nolani's Sewing Studio?
Well, because Mother Spider was an excellent seamstress. I mean, she made a whole set of bomber jackets for a family of 7 spiders. That's quite amazing. I think.
Well, Mary Madepoju is a seamstress, and she has hashtag the home team. Why don't we say hello to Nolani's Sewing Studio right now?
All right, we'll say hello to her.
Good morning. Welcome.
Hey, Nolani.
Hey, good morning. That was a good story. Like, I was sitting here like,
wonderful. Well, of course, you're a much better seamstress than Anansi the spider's wife, I'm
Have you ever
sure.
made any bomber jackets?
Have you ever made any bomber jackets?
Somebody just requested me to make a bomber jacket. So
It wasn't K Business Podcast, does it? Because he is in business, and I don't know, him or Brown Coat Blue might be working on some things.
Brown Coat Blue don't need a coat. He need a lab coat.
Well, everybody's here. We've got TWP Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Now, let me tell you, I fight a lot in these streets with Well Talk Productions, but he's here saying Messy Wednesday has begun. But the first person in our chat today listening to us brag about you, the Nolani Sewing Studio, is my Renaissance grandma. Y'all know she makes these seasonings. She makes some delicious stuff and no salt, low salt, and the stuff tastes good too. I got a whole bunch of them here. But we're not giving this away today. You have a giveaway for us. You're going to help us out with some business questions and answers. Now, we do have our favorite moderator here, Gail at Night. She's going to...
Gail Lockett, the moderator queen.
She's going to be dropping all of your links. And of course, Melissa Jane, she's a business lady too. So she's listening in right along with my Renaissance grandma. Why are they putting in hashtag the home team, Corey?
Hashtag the home team. That gets you entered into the drawing for the first place pony drawing. And if you win, not only do we drop your link or website in the chat, we also add you to our content creator game, trivia game in our arcade.
So we do have one question before we start our show, because you are the seamstress for Nolani's Sewing.
No. She's the master seamstress.
Right. I don't want to undersell you. You're the master seamstress for Nolani's Sewing Studio, and those mannequins behind you, they have names. I don't know if we're going to hear their names today. We'll probably hear it later, but part of the giveaway today, because we got Mr. Riley listening from the West Side, okay? So this is what people this is what people like Mr. Riley wants to know. Before we start the show, he wants to know if, because his wedding anniversary is coming up, him and his wife are planning a big trip and everything. He wants to know if you can make his wife one of these naked type of dresses like this one with the deep back. And what, I don't know if I can enlarge this. Let me see something here. On the side, was that really her skin? Was this really see-through? Was this just a brown color that you put over there? Because that's what we really...
That's booty cheek.
Say that again?
I said, yep, that's the booty cheek right there.
Okay, so these are your designs, and you created all of these right here on this page. It's not like you're just sewing pillows. You are creating all kinds, different styles, whatever people request. Is that right?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
So, Mr. Riley, if you want to, like you requested before.
Oh, there she is right there. So she really did do this for
your honeymoon. She can make you those purple rhinestone thongs for your honeymoon, so that you can jump out that cake for your Mrs. Riley.
All right. So Alexis, this jumpsuit right here is one of your creations with a cape on it, and you are creating a cape, and this one kind of see-through too. Part of the giveaway for today, you're creating a cape. You're creating a jumpsuit that will have a little bit of see-throughness to it, and that's going to be a part of today's giveaway, right?
Well, not the jumpsuit.
The jumpsuit. Well, no. Look, let me just ask you this. Do your mannequins have names? Well Talk Productions is excited. What are the names of those mannequins behind you?
Sophia and Rosalita.
Sophia and Rosalita. I love it.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm in here by myself all the time, so I need somebody to talk to.
That's it. I love it.
Watch out. If you start answering back, you need to run.
Well, here's the thing. AJ is road tripping. He is watching all the way from Germany. And so just for him, before we open up, and David Hunt, because the men do love a few things when we show them. So Well Talk says, looks like someone's not looking up their messages. Nosy for comedy. Look, be quiet, Wally. I told you we fight a lot. Okay, me and Wally. So this one right here is for AJ's road tripping. This particular dress that you said really does have a see-through portion to it. You can create this for anybody size. This is what the people want. If this is what the people want, this is what you create. How long did it take you to to create this? Because Gail says, "Oh, Sophia, that sure is a pretty name."
Sophia.
Well, this was for my fashion show that I had,
Mm.
and the model was here. So with draping, I like to have the clients here. I can ship them, but I like to drape off the body if I don't have your dress size form. So your dress form. So I have about 3-4 dress form sizes that I can use. And so most of the time when draping, like how that back is, you want it to fall. You can tell it falls right above the hip. You want it to fall perfect, and most of the time that has to be draped on the person.
Wow. And her definition is amazing. And so, Corey, she's glossing, the skin is popping. We can see all the definition in her muscles and everything. So it's not, you know how you said sometimes you can tell. Well, I think y'all guys was talking about that at work.
Tell how many kids got me counting them.
It rolls on her back. Yeah. You know what? Corey and his they are horrible. Anyways, AJ's road trip and says, "Okay, lucky for you, I don't know my dress size either." So we are going to definitely go ahead and start the show right now, since everybody's in here putting in hashtag the home team. Y'all, we're going to be back in just a moment saying hello to NOLANI'S Sewing Studio.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's start the show with our real talk and Tabby design intro.
It's another episode of a Blind Guy.
It's white.
Everybody, I'm Corey the Blind Guy.
I'm his wife, Laquita Marie.
Together we let you enter our life
live
every hump day. Bang! To Friday. That's Wednesday.
Thursday.
Friday at
11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And on this channel, we're all about all things health,
business,
and wealth, and changing your narrative of normal about health,
business,
and wealth. And we do that by introducing you to great content, fabulous tools, and of course, great guests. And today's great guest is no exception to the great guest rule.
Thank you, Gail at Night, for dropping her link. Y'all know this lady has an amazing website. She ships all over the world, and she's much like Mary Made Poju. She's not Nigerian, because of course, Mary Made Poju is one of my favorite Nigerians in here, reminding you all to put in hashtag the home team, reminding you all to like and share this content. However, she is, you know what? Look at Well Talk Productions. The promo, yes. NOLANI'S Sewing Studio is amazing. So we've got Sonia Tube watching from Namibia, Corey.
Right.
Everybody's here for this health, business, and wealth, because we got a lot of business people that watch this. So of course, if you want something shipped to you in Namibia, Sonia Tube, that means, and you know, Sonia has a nice body as well. She could rock something like this that NOLANI'S Studio created for her fashion show.
Yeah, the great thing about it is NOLANI'S Sewing Studio actually can do virtual fittings, but we'll talk about that as part of the tea that we'll spill later on. But let's bring oh my gosh, NOLANI'S Sewing Studio back into the studio. Come on in, Alexis.
Welcome back. She's right there in the studio. Hello.
Hi.
So Alexis, NOLANI'S Sewing Studio, this is something that's a passion that you turn into a profit. You actually stopped your 9-to-5 to actually get into this full time. How is that going, and what advice would you give to somebody that's looking to start their business and like you're doing? Not necessarily, maybe they're into doing sewing and patterns and designs. Maybe they're into content creating, but for anybody that's going into business, what advice would you give them right off the bat?
Yeah, because we got everybody listening. We told you we got Nigerians listening. She's in California though. Sonia Tube is in Nigeria and Namibia. And Well Talk Productions, along with David Hunt, they are both Caribbeans because he's from Haiti. David Hunt is from Trinidad. So any tips for business? Because you work with a lot of different people. I know you collaborate a lot. What's one thing or two things that you would tell people, you know, if you're going into business, hey, try this, try that. What would you say?
I would say that if you're going into business, make sure that your bills are taken care of, and that you have that you're okay and you're set and you're in a position where you won't damage your family or get behind. That is mess. I don't even know how
You
to
know
handle
what? No, you're fine because I have a plant that I put in here and then the gnats started coming and I was like, let me put that in another place.
That's what I'm like, I don't even know. But
It's
yes,
fine.
okay, so you have a strong foundation. And then also I will make sure I would test it out before you even quit. Make sure you sell a couple of things. Don't just quit and boom. I'm just going because I feel like that's not wise. For one, to just leave it. Also get in the community of people that do the same thing as you. And not even if they don't do the same thing as you. Get in a community of business owners. Because that's how you learn, that's how you grow.
Well, I do have a question about that because you said get into, a community of people like you. So like G. Albert, he's listening in. He's a tech person. So is David Hunt. But they're all in business. Mary Made Poju, she's a seamstress herself, right? So she's in business as well. That's one reason why they like it here. They're like, yeah, we need to talk about health, business, and wealth. Let's stick with that community. She says she's loving the designs at the background, Alexis. So G. Albert is driving. So explain to us, he can be driving for about a month, driving south. We in the South, G. Albert, stop by and visit us. We'll hang out with you and eat. So tell us a little bit about the fashions behind you. Are they related to that group of people that you said, okay, I have business people that I'm working with. They have clients that they can refer me to. Is that why, you're working on those things? Are those prom dresses? Because prom dresses, no, not prom. What's coming up? Homecoming. Tell us a little bit about those behind you.
So behind me, that did come from a friend that is having an event. So she's a business owner. She owns several businesses, clothing stores and everything. And so she asked me to headline her event with my fashions. And so these are just some things that I'm working on to put into the show.
Nice, because you've done your own shows as well. And that's great for, people to know that, okay, here's a designer. If you need it, I'm a designer. I can design all these different types of things. And of course, there's work that goes into it. So it's way better when you can collaborate with other business owners and all of those good things.
Now,
Say that again.
I said, that's my intern. She was 13. She came and she just loved sewing. She was working on a wedding dress.
Wow. So speak on that a little bit, because as business owners, we always, shucks, I thought you was making everything yourself, but you're saying that you do work with other people sometimes. And an intern can be as young as 13 because you started sewing when you were 15, right?
Yep, I sure did. So I have people that help me. I have a team that's behind me when I have big projects. I have a lot of people that just want to come in and sew. I teach a lot of people how to sew. So even right now, I have someone, I taught him how to sew last week, and he's been here since yesterday from like 11 to 4, just helping. So it's like a passion once you learn it. And I'm not trying to brag, but I'm an amazing teacher, okay? Once I teach you how to sew, it's like, that's all she wrote. They just keep going and going. And it's this environment that I have at my shop. It's just welcoming. We play music, we do everything. So they just love it here.
Yeah, and that's part of, like I said, that team tapestry of bringing people together to create beautiful works of art that you're doing through fashion.
Yes, on YouTube says, "Ooh, so beautiful." And TWP Popcorn, he grows. So he's like, "Oh, if there's gnats, there must be some soil." But go ahead, Corey.
And so what you're basically creating is a learning exchange, a learning lab where people can come in and learn. They're doing the work and helping you with your work, but they're learning how to be seamstress or tailors for other people. And so that's something that they can either do for themselves, their families, or they can do it as a business as well. So it's a great idea to actually team up with people.
And a good way to scale as well, because of course, like you're saying, if you're teaching someone, then that means that's something that you don't have to do. It's like an extension of yourself. I'm sorry. Let me turn this off before I get I don't know why I can't stop the music. Oh, I did it. I was trying to show the video of your student because this is the person that you were saying is you just taught him and he's the one working. That's one of your students, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Now, Alexis, you have a unique way of tapping into your clientele because you. I know one of the things you have models, but you say you typically use your clients as models. So, are you in the process of when you do different events, as far as being a vendor, that you got women out there on the stroll?
You know what? Strolling like modeling.
Yep. I use everyday women that I make clothing for because I feel like if you don't see it on your body type, then you won't feel like it will look good on you. So the clothing that I make, why not bring? And then who doesn't? Honestly, who doesn't? If somebody asked me, could you be a model in my fashion show? Heck yeah.
Right.
I'm doing it. I'm coming. I'm walking that runway because older women, I don't care if you 60, I don't care if you 13. If I made you something, I made it. I like it. So why not come on? So I asked the women that I already make stuff for, and if I want to make more things, then I make it. But if I'm like, oh, the dress I made you, that was fire. I want you to walk in my fashion show. They love it. I have how many clients? About 6. All my models in this show, I'm bringing 9 models, and out of those 9 models, I already made 5 dresses for them.
Wow.
So 5 of them are my clients that I already made dresses for.
So let me ask you this, because you are an award-winning master seamstress, right? And so I know this from this cover from the Achi Awards here is, there's somebody here on the picture. Is this one of your designs as well? Or because I know that, the Achi Awards, y'all, there's a magazine where, you can be nominated, you can win. You were involved in that. And of course, is this one of your designs is my question.
Yes, that's me.
What? Hold up.
Yeah, when I put that makeup and that hair, get my hair done, that is me. Okay. That's why I say I will strut this weekend. So I'm somebody that I'm chill. I'm a real chill person. But then it's like I can't hold back when I have to get dressed up. I'm extra when I gotta get dressed up. So it's like I'm either hot or cold. So I'm either with a messed up bun or with some daggone feathers coming off of a train and walking down the runway. So I'm really not.
Well, we know that because I wanted to show you when you were there when you recently won the other award at the B-Force event. You definitely, we're going to show that because that's another award where you won a $6,000 grant, right? And like you were saying, look, Gail at Night says, okay, sis, I see it. And we have the Love and Live show as well. Another business owner, fabulous business owner that has their own channel and everything. So of course, Gail at Night is dropping all of your links. You've given us a lot of tips on how to be a successful business owner because your niche is different. A lot of us just think, oh, that's the lady that makes the prom dresses. We're not thinking that you're not only curating your own fashion shows or being requested and commissioned to curate pieces for other people's shows. We're not thinking that you're winning awards and multiple awards, right? But that's exactly what you're doing. So I'm going to show this other one. And G. Albert, just so you all know, he's a real person that has, how on the stories, they used to always have amnesia, right?
Wait, that's a Southern term. A lot of people don't know what the stories are. You
got the
soap operas.
Soap operas, yes. So he really did have amnesia. So he's driving south. His wife is driving. He wanted us to know that, he can't drive. It ain't because he don't want to. So that's why he's chatting it up, enjoying this. And, supposedly he's got these issues, but he's amazing because he's a tech person that's always helping with IT, and he does that as part of his profession. So
Now, the amazing thing about your profession is, if
I was going to ask her about the awards. Go ahead, because everybody's putting in hashtag the home team.
if I see,
I wanted to comment on what's his name with the amnesia.
G. Albert. I'll put his comment back up. Yeah, while we show you on the stroll in this gown, I'll show you G. Albert's comment.
So I have dissociative amnesia.
Wow.
So yeah, I have that as well, where I can go through. If I get too overwhelmed, that's from trauma. But if I get too overwhelmed, I start forgetting who I am, where I'm at, like my kids' age. I start forgetting all of that. So we can make it, Albert. We can do this thing. Okay.
That's it.
That's
it. So that's interesting because, like you're saying, you're so dynamic, right? Here you are with the $6,000 check, completely a winner, right? And this is on the same day of your B4's graduation. Of course, they announced you as the winner. And of course, they told everybody to dress according to their business. And of course, like you said, either you are chill every day or you are, look, you over the top, got the cape flowing, knows how to strut it.
Yes.
All of that. So this is wonderful. Like you're saying, as far as, look at her on stage where she got a meme. I didn't even realize this until I saw this, where she twirls before Brian hands her that check and that cape is whipping. That's what I'm talking about. Finishing the B4's cohort, making better things for your business. Anything else that you want to add here? Because we got the folks in the comments. Life at the Logans is here, listening while they're at work. And G. Albert says, yes, I feel you. So I don't know if you want to add anything, because the Love and Live show has never heard anything of dissociative amnesia. That's what you call it?
Yes, so it's dissociative disorders. 3 different types of disorders is when you go through a good amount of trauma, and your brain starts to operate on its own to protect you from feeling. Oh, if I feel overwhelmed or something, or it's just something that my brain can feel like it's relating to the trauma that I went through, it will start trying to protect me and start putting in those gaps to cope, basically, on its own. So that's what happens.
So this is what I want to know about that then, because Life at the Logans, right? Her and her husband, they've got 3 children. So like Gail at night is saying triggers. I think of my children, I think they trigger sometimes for me, but it's not been no, that's what I'm saying. Good, but anyways, I just spoiled them, so they don't count. But I did want to ask about you're saying, okay, this is my situation, but we cannot tell, because when we look at things like this gown here is just flowing and growing, and it's amazing, right? Is sewing something that helps with that? Because you come from a creative family, you learn to sew at 15, and when you're in this element, I mean, everything is so dynamic. How is sewing affecting that? Or is you just woke up like that and you just happen to have these talents?
I woke up like that. So I'm just playing. So when I was I actually opened my business, started sewing again when I was pregnant, and I started feeling like depressed and everything. And so sewing was the only thing that could calm me down. Sewing was the only thing that can bring me back. Like if I was starting to feel depressed, I would just go start sewing crazy mad things, and then I started putting
wait.
Let's clarify that sound effect.
Because I sure thought
that was a sewing machine, not gunshots.
Yeah,
that was a sewing machine.
You had me messed up for a minute.
Because I know everybody's like, oh, when she get distressed, she gets a machine gun out.
So here's the thing. G. Albert is going to a speech therapist to help with his right-left brain to coordinate. It's so nice to know that he's not alone. And Well Talk Productions is telling David Hunt that losing memory and cognitive function would suck, but there are natural ways to help with that if possible. And what you're saying is, yes, the sewing makes a difference for you. It's the one thing that does help, and to get the help, like the triggers at this point, I guess.
Yeah, I go to therapy. I go to therapy. I need to start back. I stopped going about 2 months ago. But
Yeah, probably because B Force was so intense, you had to take a break.
No, the B Force was such a wonderful experience that she didn't need the therapy because she had the therapy.
No, it was because my fashion show, prom, weddings, everything was so close together. I just was like, I got to sit back. I need to finish this and then I'll pick therapy back up. But yeah, therapy and sewing, and I got my wine here and there. But other than that, I'm like, I pray, I trust God, and that's what I do. And everything, I try to keep positive vibes around me all the time. I don't got time for the drama. I'm not meant for that. So,
right.
That's all.
Well, everybody is loving this. Life at the Logan says that dress is beautiful. I love the way you are using social media to make things really pop so that people can experience you on Instagram, on your website. Gail at Night is dropping all of your links. The Love and Live show is saying it's a blessing that you're doing amazing things. You didn't let your situation hold you back. And of course, Gail is one of those people you would love as a model. She's fit, she works out, snatched, as they say, cute in the face, thin in the waist, something like that. But anyway, she says absolutely amazing work and photos. And of course, everybody's just loving it. We want to give you a quick break because
we're going to put you in the virtual green room where you can enjoy some computerized contumely and some digital foo-foo along with that. And you already got your vino, so we don't have to give you the virtual vino. So you got that all right. So we'll bring you back in a moment for the first place pony.
Okay.
All right. See you soon. You know what, y'all were trying to tell you what to do. Those gowns look so nice. And Corey, just in case that you can see, NOLANI'S smile is lovely. Corey cannot see y'all. His eyes don't work. Don't mess up no checks over here.
This broadcast is powered by StreamYard. My viewer support by members like you. You can be down with the Blind Guys Wife Their Life home team by remembering to bum rush the button.
Give us a thumbs up, y'all. Just like our favorite moderator, Philip Waldo Jr. is saying, grand day, y'all. When you hit the thumbs up button, it makes it an even more grand day. Absolutely. He's talking about they got him working hard today. The government does. Don't worry. Hit the thumbs up. That way we can let other people know who are sneaking in from work that this is the place to be.
And you can jump on our leaderboard. You can jump on our leaderboard by going to the Atupon Arcade.
No,
the Blind Guy's Wife. I'm sorry, wrong company. The Blind Guy's Wife.com arcade.
So, okay, here's what happens, you all. Y'all know we've introduced some games to you recently. So that means that when you head on over to blindguyhiswife.com, you do land at the homepage. So we figured, okay, how can we make it so that people can easily find these things? They can get on the home screen. Let's see what's going on with this page. You know what? This ain't the right page, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me Corey, why did I just pull up anything? It said it was the website, but it's not. Or either that or the site is jacked up. Oh, I know what it is. I think I didn't share it properly. I had enlarged it or scrolled or something. Here we go, y'all. And y'all, I know we don't, our internet bill is always changed. So that's why when you come on over here to blindguyhiswife.com, we might be buffering. What? I don't want to tell you, Corey. We got a game. We have a game, arcade page. Let's just say that. Uncle G, welcome in.
Uncle G's audacity dawning. Uncle G, you got the audacity to dawn in the morning.
You know what? Audacity dawning is here. Uncle G. Okay, hold on. It looks like we might have to start again, Corey, with our comments or something. I think we were buffering when we were trying to show Uncle G and everything. Y'all let us know if we're here. I don't know. Why is Philip talking to Wallace saying you dropped the dime on him? Let's get back to, here we go. blindguyhiswife.com. Of course, that's where you can find all of our live shows. Click right there and they will play right there in the browser for you. You can definitely make it full screen so that way you can watch the whole thing. And y'all know, let me stop that because that's how you end up with too many screens. But let's head over here to home. We have food games for you and we have environmental games, and you definitely can get on the leaderboard. So if any of you are trying to kick any habits like gambling, I bet it's a fruit is there for you. Y'all know we're all about health, business, and wealth. So we do have a lot of food games, but we also have what else, Corey? Because Gail is dropping all the links for people to even start their own Buy Me a Coffee page.
Yeah, you can start your own Buy Me a Coffee page by clicking our link, but you can also be down with the home team by remembering to click the green coffee cup. So she can say,
"What you doing?"
And I can say, girl, you know what I'm doing. I'm about to do like some bobbing and thread on the sewing machine in the NOLANI'S sewing studio. I'm going to stir it like coffee.
So yes, when you are there at blindguyhiswife.com, you can deepen your relationship, join the home team. Of course, Buy Me Coffee is there. You can always buy us coffee, or you can start your own page. The platform buys you a coffee, it buys us a coffee. Everybody wins. So of course, now you might be like cybersecurity, Professor Black Ops, cybersecurity. Yes, he old and rich. He says the old part, I say the rich part, but he does say the rich part too. I'm just telling his business. But anyways, okay. So thank you, G. Albert. Everybody's letting us know, Uncle G, Audacity Dawning, that we are here, that the audio and video are good. Woo, thanks, Gail at Night, Mary Madi Poju. David Hunt is dropping all the links. So that way he's showing you what to do in order to clink a clink a clink. Mm-hmm. Should we get our guest back in here, Corey, so we can do the first place pony?
Let's go ahead and bring NOLANI'S Alexis, the master seamstress of NOLANI'S sewing studio, back in to help with the first place pony.
All right, welcome back.
All right, hey. Alexis, you know there's an old saying that says a stitch in time saves 9, but a stitch in time for you talks about basically how you got started. You started at the age of 15, but it's always been a part of your creative genes because your grandmother and other people, members of your family, were into being seamstresses or sewing. So what is it now that you're doing with your business that's allowing you to just grow and scale? Because you not just doing this for people that are here in your hometown.
And, you ship worldwide or wherever they are.
You ship wherever they are. So how is that happening?
Because OG Patrice is in California. Now, she's a singer. She might want you to ship. Now? I mean, Arizona.
So, yeah, we do virtual measurements. We do virtual fitting. So when we have a client, if it was OG Patrice, if she was saying, hey, she would contact us, married, or it's my birthday, or my daughter's prom, and she would have to go purchase some measuring tape. So I can teach her how to. I like to teach people, so I would rather teach you how to do your body measurements, and we do them fully.
Okay.
That way, if you ever want to lose weight or you want to measure something, or somebody try to want to make something for you or need something from you, a type of measurement from you, then you'll know how to do it. So I like teaching, but some people, and I also don't trust other people's measurements. So I rather be there seeing it done and teach you how to do it and make sure it's done how I do it. But if other people want to get measurements from another shop, then that's okay. But yeah, we do virtual measurements, and then I get your body measurements. I send you pictures of different fabrics based off of what I sketch and what you require or request, and you tell me what you like, what you don't like, and then voila, I make
just like that. Well, you know, this is good stuff, because of course I'm gonna probably need you to sew me a scarf, because you know Corey G. Albert is talking about I have a lovely smile even if I gave up my head covering. You know, I always wear a scarf, Alexis. So anyways, and of course we always fight in the comments, so it's so much fun. Here's the thing, we've got to get our first place pony going, and you're going to be a part of that. I know you said people can contact you so that way you can help them out, and they can contact you through your website. Is that one of the places? Because it says right here they can book a consultation. Your Instagram and Facebook are also linked. Do you have a preference for a way for people to contact you?
I like people contacting me through the website. It doesn't matter. Honestly, Facebook, Instagram, the website, I respond to it all.
Oh,
But if you want, but I take the clients, I take everybody seriously. But when you go to my website and you book something, that's when it's on. But other than that, you just inquiring about stuff. So I just answer questions.
perfect. Okay. Well, I think we're ready for First Place Pony. So if you all have not already put in hashtag the home team, I know Love and Live show, they are live over there. If y'all looking for a good time, then you can go over there. I don't think I saw Professor Black Ops put it in there, but I'll show it to you on the screen. Hashtag the home team. Corey, what are you going to say? And then what will Alexis say?
All right, I'm going to make a horse race announcement, Alexis. And when I say bring, and I make that gate sound, bring, you're going to say, and they're off, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Run of a Blind Guy, His Wife, Their Life Live. First Place Pony Derby. All the jockeys are in position and behind the gates. Alexis, what do you say about somebody that's sewing and the seam of a dress is crooked because the pattern was wrong? Bring!
And they're off. Do I?
All right.
Can I ask you?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do I answer the question?
Yeah. Oh, my Renaissance grandma.
Hey.
You can answer that question, but let me tell you why. Because my Renaissance grandma, of course, she was the first person for real in the chat. And now she also gets first place bragging rights. Yes. So y'all know she's the one that creates all these seasons. Y'all know I like this one. It's almost gone. But she has so many different seasonings. Lady V's on Etsy. She has a shop. So y'all know Tabitha Brown be talking about all these seasonings. It's the same stuff, but better because you get a giant bottle, perfectly packaged, and she ships all over as well. So yes, answer that question that Corey just asked about, because everybody was trying to win, but you know, my Renaissance grandma took it on home. So congratulate my Renaissance grandma and let us know what happens. What was the question, Corey?
I said, what did she say about somebody who's sewing a pattern and their seam is off? The seam is crooked. So
tell us, go ahead and answer that question, because David Hunt said the First Place Pony was rigged, but we're going to ignore him.
So if you're saying if they're sewing the outfit and the seam is crooked.
Yes.
You just you can either sew over that seam. No, you need to take that seam out. You need to use the seam ripper, take it out, and redo it.
Okay. So so if you into sewing and making, if your own fashions, custom fashions, there's a tip for you right there. If the seam is off, you can get a seam ripper and you can rip the seam and start over again. So it's never too late. So Alexis, we're gonna put you back in the green room because we gotta take a coffee break before we bring you back out to finish the show. So hang out with us for just a little while longer in the virtual green room, and we'll bring you back.
All right, we'll see you soon. Corey, why is G. Albert saying it's rigged? She always wins. Is she Corey's cousin? Look, let me tell you, Corey likes to eat. And so since she makes these seasons, she may or may not be getting the hookup. Okay, y'all know what to do. Look up #blessed on Etsy, and I'm sure you'll find my Renaissance grandma, or just go to her channel. Gale at Night has already dropped the link, so you all know where to find her and her seasons. And G. Albert, just so you know, that scarf is coming back because the color is leaving.
All right, guys. So thank you for joining us on this episode of Blind Guy,
His Wife,
Their Life Live. It's time for a coffee break. Remember, if you want to be down with our home team, you can always go to our website, blindguyswife.com, and click the green coffee cup. Click.
Scrolling right there at the bottom of the screen, blindguyhiswife.com, along with a lot of our sponsors.
And we want to thank those sponsors right now by saying, this broadcast is brought to you by promotional considerations paid for by the following unmuted sponsors.
Unmuted sponsors, definitely. Let's say thank you to our sponsors. Hold on a second, Corey. I kind of should unmute them before I kind of share the sponsors. So
this broadcast is brought to you in part by the following, by promotional considerations paid for by the following.
Wait a minute. Wally says the prodigal son has returned. Why you say sponsors?
I said I repeated it. I rebooted.
No. I'm saying, but the prodigal son, what did you say about that?
I didn't say anything about the prodigal son.
Oh, okay. Well, Wally said the prodigal son.
Unless he went somewhere and came back.
Oh, he must have. Oh, because it's Wally now instead of Wealth Talk Productions.
Uh,
Let me ignore him and thank the sponsors. Go ahead, Corey.
This broadcast again is brought to you by by promotional considerations paid for by the following unmuted sponsors.
All right.
Supreme sponsors, David and Christine Brooks. Supreme sponsor, Dr. Linda Bailey Hayden of Elizabeth City State University. Supreme sponsor, JDWR. Check out his YouTube channel. Supreme sponsor, Cardio Conversation. Supreme sponsor, Sandra Green. You or your company can become a sponsor. Visit blindguyhiswife.com.
All right. Thank you all for being here. We enjoy our sponsors, but the coffee break is over. We've got to get back in with our guest today. So, Corey, I think you should give her a fancy introduction, seeing as how Gail at Night is dropping the links of all of our sponsors. This is only a 1 hour show, y'all. So we're reaching the top of the hour and we got to bring Alexis back in here, or NOLANI'S sewing studio.
All right, guys. Again, we're here for you every Wednesday,
Thursday,
Friday at
11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And on Blind Guy His Wife That Life Live, we introduce you to fabulous guests to change your narrative of normal about health,
business,
and wealth. And today's fabulous guest is no exception to the fabulous guest rule. Today's fabulous guest is a master seamstress who can spin and weave some of the best things that you've ever seen to fit the physical human body. She can spin more things than Rumpelstiltskin can spin when he spin a straw into gold. She can spin more beautiful works of art than any Spider-Man himself with his web slinging.
Wonder Woman, you know that's the part us girls used to like when she would spin.
Well, yeah, she can spin with her needle and thread more and cause more thunder and lightning to occur. Can cause more thunder.
Corey cannot see; his eyes don't work anymore.
That's a visual memory. Linda Carter, bring more thunder and lightning with her creation.
Wait.
Wonder Woman is spinning in a circle to transform from.
Linda Carter got you forgetting like that, huh?
Yep. She is someone who can spin more and spin better than the rims on David Hunt's 2012 Volkswagen. It's time for today's featured guest. It's time for Alexis of NOLANI'S Sewing Studio.
Welcome back.
Hey, y'all are so funny and so in sync. I'm like, what in the world?
We never know what's coming, but what we do know is all the girls love Wonder Woman. Love and Live shows like Linda Carter was the best Wonder Woman. And Nikki came in, the Everyday Life of No CPS chick, talking about, where are my Wonder Woman underoos? Did you have Wonder Woman underoos, Alexis?
No.
That was before your time. Okay.
I had Superman underoos.
But I can make them.
So question, speaking of that, you're saying that now.
Corey, my Renaissance grandma did not realize that she won. She is a triple winner. She was first in the comments. Her seasonings are always in first place. And of course, she also won first place pony. But this is a 1 hour show. Wally is not a 1 hour and 15-minute show. So Philip and my Renaissance grandma, while y'all are answering the door and we all out here talking about Wonder Woman underoos, let's just go because David Hunt is feeling salty about his 2012 Volkswagen.
Now,
she can spin silk to the point liquid couldn't stop her. Okay, Wally.
Now, Alexis, you're growing, your business is growing, you're scaling, you're constantly finding ways to reach your new clients, and you're constantly engaging in different events. So we want to talk about patterns for success. What are some of the things that you've done to position yourself for to be successful and to scale? We talked about you have a great team of people working with you. What other things are you doing to make sure that you continue to grow in success?
I would say taking classes. You always gotta continue to learn, continue to grow. Sewing classes, books. I got books all around here that I read, and I teach people. I like to teach, and that just keeps me refreshed because they remind me of different, just the questions that they ask. So programs, business programs, sewing classes.
Wait a minute. You can't say business programs without us mentioning your recent business program where you won the $6,000 oops,
Oh
sorry y'all.
yeah.
The $6,000 cash award. Well, cash, it was a grant.
Grant.
But the whole point is there you are in your cape and just, with the $6,000 check, it's real. So with all this learning, all this moving forward, it's not a game, right? Like you're saying, teaching people refreshes you, all the things, and there you are in a gown that you created to really shine on that day.
And
So, go ahead.
what have you done with that $6,000 to position your business for further success?
Oh yeah, because she started with telling us about business expenses, how it's smart. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I invested in more books, more classes, more sewing classes, and I was able to buy more machines, threads, sewing notions. I was able to buy so many things that I know. Fabric. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with fabric. I could stay in a fabric store for like 3-4 hours if I could.
Wow.
It's just, I don't know, but I love fabric. But yeah, I just invested in my business because I believe in myself. I feel like if you open a business, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in what you're putting out. And what motivates me is that I know I'm helping women and men. Like retail stores, everybody can't fit everything the way they want it to fit on their body. And so that's where I come into play. I'm the one, okay? You contact me. So it's like I had a client who had web feet, and his socks didn't fit the way he wanted them to fit because his feet was webbed. I'm not judgmental, honey. I cut them socks up. Here you go. Here go some comfortable socks we made for him.
Wow. So you can really do pretty much anything, like whatever the people need, sewing needs, that it's you. Because Love and Live show is saying it's so beautiful how much passion you have in your business. Wally is in here. You know what, Wally? The number one. Gail at Night is saying, I understand. That's how I am when I walk into Afrocentric Network and ATL, because she's in Atlanta. She's in there for hours, so much to look at, the music, catching up with my friends from Africa who work there, etc. So, she's like you at the fabric store, like there's no limits, right? She can stay there forever. And look at Nikki. She's like, I'm the one. They hear you. So wait a minute. Love and Live show has a question. Can you make bras and plus size clothes?
Yeah, that's all these mannequins, I normally don't have sizes. Most of the women that come to me, sizes are 12 plus. So yeah, I love that. I love it. And so that's what I do. I make clothes for anybody. I don't care if you're a size 0. You gonna get a dress. You a size 24. You gonna get a dress. It don't matter what size you are because it's based off your body measurement.
Right, and it will fit and it'll fit and complement you is the main thing.
Correct. It's made to fit you, and I say NOLANI'S custom garments are made to fit the perfect you because you are perfect just the way you are. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your size, too skinny, feel like you're too large. Nothing is wrong with you. I feel like stores in America have made us still just based off of what they can produce. They can't produce everything. They can't produce every size, every shape, whatever. They can't. It's impossible. And so if people can feel insecure and build up all these just feelings and depression and everything about themselves based off of what's out there, but that ain't your fault. Like, there ain't nothing wrong with you. You perfect.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I said, so you just like with any business, you find a need, you fill a need. So you're filling the needs of people to have custom design clothing that fits again the perfect you. and then you actually you're meeting them across the world. They don't have to travel to you. You can actually do virtual fittings and ship to them. And you got the perfect team. You got a perfect team of willing people that want to volunteer to be models to help sew, and it's creating a learning exchange. So Nolani's Sewing Studio is not just a place for garments; it's a place to build your own knowledge base and to become part of a business, and then branch off and do your own thing. As far as if you're into fashion design, we're gonna get the last hashtag in. Hashtag NOLANI'S.
Now, don't put the apostrophe in there. Just hashtag NOLANI'S, just like that. NOLANI'S. And of course, Love and Live Show says that's so great to hear. Now, listen to Wally talking about, wait, is she really a size 0? And of course, Nikki, the Everyday Life of an OCD chick, talking about, Wally, that's invisible. But David Hunt is saying, you're going to get a dress. Like, he's echoing what you're saying. No matter what size, you're like, you can make it happen, because modern times have told us that, oh, this isn't for you. Philip's asking, can Corey model your 23 dress line halter tops? You know what?
Nah, we're gonna get Alexis to actually. She's gonna do some cosplay costumes, so we can start doing some. Since the new Black Panther's not too far from coming out, so she can make some Dora Milaje outfit. She can make a Black Panther costume for me, M'Baku costumes. She gonna do a whole Black Panther line.
I do have one more.
Carter.
I do have one last question for you, because you've given us so many different tips here as far as how we can position ourselves in business, continue to educate ourselves, get a network going. First of all, have great soft skills, because you're such a personable person. Everybody loves you, right? You're so infectious. That's how you're an award winner. Plus, you're talented, so you're constantly learning. You're teaching. That way, you're constantly refreshing yourself. The question is, because David Hunt, Corey, even if the giveaway is rigged or has okra in it, you're going to get a dress. So the question is, do you like okra? Do you like okra?
Do I like okra?
Yep, that's because we got this thing on the show. We got an okra war. Do you like okra? The right answer is yes. The right answer is yes. The right answer is yes. Do you like eating okra?
I actually do like okra, fried okra.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, you shouldn't ask me about food. I eat anything. I don't care what it is. I'm eating it.
I love it.
I ate a chicken heart. I ate what else? I forgot. I ate a chicken heart. I think chicken liver. I don't know what I was eating, but I like to try new things. I'm open to everything.
You're for it. So here's the thing. Everybody is putting in hashtag NOLANI'S, NOLANI'S, because that's how you spell Nolani's Sewing Studio. If anybody's listening right now, of course, David Hunt put in hashtag, you're going to get a dress. But I told you, Gail at Night is snatched. Lovely lady. And so she says that beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. Get your dress custom made so it fits you. I usually have an issue with the hip to waist area with dresses off the hanger. So I guess, is that sort of like what you were saying about the dress that we were showing with that swoop in the back and the little naked spot on the side? You were saying that you have to really custom fit that area. Is that what she's talking about?
No, she's saying that her butt is, you may have a big butt, okay? And so when she buys off the rack, sometimes it's hard to fit. They don't make sizes unless she has stretch fabric or anything, or if it's stretchy fabric, it's not going to fit her the way she wanted to fit. So that's what most black women, you have those issues. And so, yeah, that would be
the good thing. The good thing is, it's a good issue because we enjoy our behind. So yeah, we don't mind. Now I think you're still.
We all do.
Wally says we lost her. I think we're here, y'all. Let us know. Hopefully we're here. Everybody's putting in hashtag NOLANI'S, and Gail at Night says, Lord, she done triggered me. My sister ruined Thanksgiving one year by putting chicken hearts in the dressing 10 years ago. But you say, look, if they cook it, you will eat it, right?
Yep.
So here's the thing. We're ready for our final hashtag. Mariamade Poju is back from her premiere. Now, since you keep winning stuff, you might want to check out her YouTube channel. Mariamade Poju always talks about grants. She has several different grants that she reports on, tells you what they're for, if you want to travel abroad, if you want to bring on new talent, if you're a woman, if you're whatever, if you are a student. So check out Mariamade Poju. That's usually what she's talking about, some money. But everybody has put in hashtag NOLANI'S.
So
Nikki got a big butt too, Corey.
Nikki got a big old.
She's talking about same here, big butt.
So I'm going to count in 3, 2, 1. And when I say 3, 2, 1, Alexis, you're going to say NOLANI'S Sewing Studio, okay?
She shouldn't say big booty Judy because
no.
Philip got not the big booty chick. Thank you, Brown Coat Blue, for saying the connection is good. And no, we're not talking about okra anymore. See how Wally and Philip do? When the person likes okra, they talk trash.
All right, here we go.
Anyway, wait. The person that wins, what are they getting, Corey?
The person that wins, they get to decide on.
She has this Tina Turner jumpsuit that she's making, and so they get to decide on how big the triangles will be in the front that she cuts out.
That kind of sheer.
Oh yeah, it's a see-through a little bit. So
peekaboo.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, so I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1. And you're gonna say no. Alexis, you're gonna say NOLANI'S Sewing Studio. Okay.
Ready.
3, 2, and the 1.
NOLANI'S Sewing Studio.
All right, so we've got Philip Waldo Jr., The Everyday Life of an OCD Chick, David Hunt, My Renaissance Grandma, Gail at Night, David Hunt, Philip Waldo Jr., Gail at Night, Philip Waldo Jr., The Everyday Life of an OCD Chick, Philip Waldo, David Hunt. Oh, My Renaissance! Oh, this is rigged! Oh, wow.
So My Renaissance Grandma, you get to decide whether the panel on the front of the jumpsuit that Alexis is creating is the peekaboo panel going to be cover a whole lot of area, or just be modest?
Yes, and make a good choice, because Wally is already talking about us. Hey, this is a morning show. Save that for another time. So I know, Wally, I feel like it's rigged too, but in the best way, because y'all know I've been talking up those seasonings all day today by My Renaissance Grandma, Lady V's on Etsy. That's where you find those from. But anyways, the winner does not get a dress, David Hunt, and it's not rigged. Well, it might be, I don't know. But head on over to My Renaissance Grandma while Alexis answers this final question.
Alexis, what fruits, vegetables, or whole grains have you eaten today, or do you plan to eat?
I have not eaten anything, but I do plan to go to Waffle House and have me the superstar with that waffle and extra bacon.
Wait.
No,
is bacon a fruit or vegetable?
Fruits, vegetables, or whole grains?
I'm hungry. I don't want no fruit. Orange juice. That's the fruit.
Girl, you better go down the street to Yin Diddy's.
No. I'm gonna tell you what it is too. Yeah, Yin Diddy is good because that's the Ghanaian restaurant. However, if you are getting waffles or chicken and waffles or anything like that, you could always add fruit to it as well. And look at Lord Brown Coat Blue talking about bacon is the best fruit. You know what, y'all? Congratulations to My Renaissance Grandma. Thank you, Gail at Night, for dropping her link. And y'all, we're going to pray that Alexis gets something good to eat soon and very soon.
Alexis, don't go anywhere. We're going to put you backstage and we'll talk to you as soon as we end the broadcast. Out in the green room.
Any final words before you go?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram, NOLANI'S Sewing Studio, one word, all together. And then on Facebook, what is it? NOLANI'S Sewing Studio. It's NOLANI'S with an apostrophe. So it's NOLANI''S.
Thank you. You know what? We've been scrolling it at the bottom of the screen. It's in the description, the video description, but thank you for saying it out loud for people that are listening. And Gail at Night is answering. I don't think Waffle House has any fruits or vegetables. Maybe iceberg salad, or they have some fruit cups. And so Philip is saying, thank you for sharing today, Alexis. Of course, Gail at Night is definitely dropping your links, and Brown Coat Blue is telling you eat bacon. Lord knows. Let's get on to our plant-based treats because Nick is laughing at him. We'll see you soon. All right, Alexis?
Okay, see you soon.
All right.
It's time for today's plant-based treat by Chef LaQuita Marie.
Now, this particular one they might have at the Waffle House, y'all, because, well, you know what? They probably won't. They might. They got potatoes there.
Creamy stuffed potatoes. Bake the potatoes 450 degrees for 45 minutes.
We're making twice baked potatoes. I've chopped up a little bit of cabbage here. When cabbage is steamed, it lowers your cholesterol better. When it's fermented, you get a boost of probiotics. Also has a sulfur compound, powerful in fighting cancer.
Chop 3 carrots.
Carrots are full of carotenoids, which lower your risk of prostate, colon, and lung cancer. They're also high in fiber to lower your blood pressure and cholesterol.
Chop 4 garlic cloves.
Garlic can reduce the development of osteoarthritis and lowers blood pressure, regulates diabetes, and reduce the hardening of the arteries. A little bit of water. All right, we're going to get some salt in there. We're going to add in some parsley. Parsley is full of vitamin K, which helps your body process calcium, which is great for your bones. Also flavonoids, which lower the risk of cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and hardened arteries. Also going to add a little bit of our spicy umami blend. There's another cooking with green spice, pink Himalayan Creole. This is a favorite. I'm just going to add this tofu here. I chopped it, I marinated it in a vinaigrette that I made. Tofu is an excellent source of protein, and the American Cancer Society says that soy foods may lower the risk of cancer. Better than bouillon, just like a teaspoon, a big teaspoonful. Add some paprika. Paprika is full of vitamin A, capsaicin, carotenoid antioxidants, which all help prevent inflammation, improve cholesterol, eye health, and blood sugar levels. Now slice your potatoes in half.
Scoop out the middle, add to the pan.
Add just some coconut milk, yogurt.
Restuff the potatoes with all the goodness. Top with dairy-free cheese.
They were moist and delicious, and I ate about 4. And the cheese on top was nice.
Alrighty then, guys. Thanks for joining us on this episode of The Blind Guy.
His wife.
Their Life
Live.
And what parting words do we have from our audience?
Well, you know, David Hunt says the cooking is done fast today. Absolutely. I hope you guys try that because it's an easy recipe. Even though it looks like a lot of stuff, really you just saute the vegetables and throw in whatever you want with it. So thank you, Gail at Night and David Hunt for dropping the plant-based playlist. So this way, if you all are wondering, where are these recipes? How do I get them? They're in the video description and our moderators are dropping them right now. So of course, we do have to say goodbye because David Hunt is judging me and my measurements. Y'all know I just toss it in until it tastes good.
Well, thanks for joining us on this episode.
Oh, thank you. That Love and Live show says that looks so good.
Freestyle Fanatic, probably the best around. Love and Live show, like taking whack MCs and shutting them down. All
Why
right.
the brown coat blue? What does got to do with anything? I cooked my pork chops yesterday in beef fat. That was good. That ain't.
Thank you.
My Renaissance
gotta
grandma.
lose your lab coat, brown coat.
My Renaissance grandma said, "Deuces, everyone."
That does it for this episode of Blind Guys White Their Life Live. Join us every Wednesday,
Thursday,
Friday at
11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
to learn more about changing the narrative of normal about health,
Business,
and wealth. And to say goodbye, we are going to say goodbye like everyone would say goodbye if I showed up on this channel wearing a pair of purple studded thongs made by Alexis, NOLANI'S Sewing Studio. Everybody would turn off their cameras and say, deuces.
Yeah, definitely deuces.
Deuces.